and welcome to Spice and Rice. Today we're going to be making a special recipe that me and my husband both really like. It's called Paneer Bhurji. So for my assistant, of course, my favorite husband in the world, Kanu. So tell us, Daddy, how do you make Paneer Bhurji?
Oh, it's very simple. It's Paneer Bhurji. You make it sound like so amazing. Bhurji.
It reminds me of the Burj in
Burj Khalifa?
Burj Khalifa.
I see. Interesting. Very simple. All you basically need is a little bit of paneer, a little bit of onions, a little bit of tomatoes. If you don't have tomatoes, you're okay without that too, but it adds a little bit of more flavor, a tangy flavor to it, and of course the spices. If you have paneer with you, I would say it probably can be ready in as little as 10 minutes. So we'll start by chopping some onions. Have a wok and put some oil in it. Now you can use mustard oil if you want. You can use olive oil. We chose to make it with olive oil this time. Once the oil gets a little warm, a little hot, then you want to put a little bit of cumin, maybe half a tablespoon, and let it pop through, which gives an excellent flavor and aroma. So the oil is slightly warm now, and I'm going to go ahead and put cumin.
Tell us what you're doing right now.
So just waiting for the cumin to pop. Takes a couple of minutes, the aroma is out, and you can feel it in the whole home, I would say. When you were pregnant, you could not tolerate the smell at all. You really hated the smell.
Oh yes. I don't know if any of you have experienced the nausea of pregnancy. It is intense. I'm like an eater, and when it was then I would smell an onion, I'd be like, Ankit, I want to break up. You're trying to hurt me. I cannot tolerate this anymore. I
was very supportive, and she like, Ankit, promise me you would never cook Indian food again in this home. I'm like, I promise you, I'll cook every day, and I'll basically open the windows for her and let her go in a room, close the room. Simple strategies, and I think we did okay with that.
We did, and I would spray that perfume that you got from me in India. Yes. I'd be like, oh, that's
one Indian smell for another Indian smell. So onions is next.
So in our family, who do you think is in charge?
I don't think there's any doubts about that. It is Bhurji who's in charge.
She is in charge. She's in charge of when we sleep, when we wake up. Now, can you tell us what you're doing?
So, onions is the next step. I'm just, sauteing onions. You have to give it a few minutes, get translucent, get the aroma out.
Bhurji is in charge. She just fell asleep on us. Don't make her up. Should we put her asleep? We should put her down. Okay.
Okay, please. The next step is I'm chopping the garlic. Smashing is very important to get the flavors out, as I'm being told by my dear wife. Okay, so the garlics are smashed and chopped, and they are going in the wok. We'll give it a few minutes to cook, and then you can go ahead and put some spices in this. Now normally I do put some amount of green chilies in there, but because Bhurji also eats the food with us, so we are trying to stay away from that. So the next step, now the onions and the garlic are nicely sauteed. I'm going to put a little of spices.
MDH.
Kitchen King this time. You can try garam masala also, but for these Paneer Bhurji, I feel like Kitchen King does a very good job too. So my mom told me basically for all the dry vegetables which are not like curry based, Kitchen King does a good job. So the next step is tomatoes. I have 1.5 tomato here. Once you put the tomatoes, the next step is to just cover it for a few minutes and let it cook and steam it slightly. Now the masala is ready. This is what we call a masala. It's kind of a generic thing. And the next and the last step would be to just add paneer and you're all set. Here we have paneer coming in. Now you can make small chunks of it. I prefer to just crumble it all together and just let it soak in those flavors. And we stir it together. And here we go. It's ready.
Very good.
While we have the famed day-to-day Paneer Bhurji here, we're going to top it with some coriander, cilantro.
So now we're ready. What do you typically pair with this Paneer Bhurji?
Our beloved roti. From where? Our Rotimatic. So I'm not sure if you've seen this before, but this right here is a masterpiece and it's called as Rotimatic. It has a few parts to it. So if you see there are 3 containers over here, this is the container where you put the dough. That's the dough container. Any dough you like, multigrain. Now the machine itself has some Rotimatic approved attas, and I usually go with the Ashirwad. The water container, and this one over here is the container for oil. We have a turn on, press the number how many rotis do you need. So let's say we need 3 rotis for now. There's a nice menu over here, and you can see, you know, the settings. You can clean it. It's basically a robot.
But the good thing about it is it's constantly updating, and that's why my husband says there's a Wi-Fi configuration. So you just leave the Wi-Fi on and it's constantly updating recipes and updating how it can better improve the machine.
So I don't believe they have any stores in the US yet. I believe it is a Singapore-based company, and you basically buy it online and they give you a free shipping.
If it broke, would you buy another one?
Yes, I would.
Wow.
I would first of all try to go and find out who's the person who broke the machine. First, I will break that person and then buy the next machine.
First of all, I would never break that machine, because if I were to break it, he would spend money to buy another one.
I never said you will break it, honey.
I feel like if I broke this Rotimatic, he would rip apart my blanket, my favorite blanket in the world. Hey, so the final product, roti and the machine, and the Paneer Bhurji. So you're supposed to eat with your hands. Oh, very good. My husband had a first taste and he thought it was average. I think it was very good, actually. I would give this probably 8 out of 10. I think it tastes very fresh, and I like the cilantro on top for sure. Spices are very good. I would give this a solid 8 out of 10. I think what would pair very well with it, of course, is Coke. But I hope you enjoyed making this recipe with us, and you should try it too. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you want to watch more, please hit subscribe. Bye, guys.